So what is an AQR? Well, put simply, it is the single 2D barcode for your product packaging built for everyone, everywhere, whatever their visual acuity. This is about delivering a single code scheme for the sighted, blind and partially sighted community for all packaging and making access to product information on packaging a basic human right. It's staggering, really, that this should be a revolutionary thought. But the reality is that for the blind and partially sighted community, which comprises over 320 million people globally, accessing information on packaging is currently a daily struggle and frustration that affects their general sense of independence. And with advances in technology, we can solve this problem. With AQR, we have the ability to make this issue a thing of the past for hundreds of millions of people by simply applying what is essentially some additional dots and dashes around the outside of a QR code, which are already on billions of packs being placed on packaging by the most progressive companies like Unilever. These dots and dashes, or D3 as we call it, give the standard QR important enhanced superpowers. They allow us to detect the AQR in the camera view from much further distances than standard QR codes using our Zappar SDK. So typically, a QR code is printed at 15mm on product packaging in order to be scanned easily by both iOS and Android devices. And this QR can be scanned at roughly 15 centimeters away with standard scanning from your device. But with our free Zappar SDK in existing apps servicing the blind and partially sighted community, we can increase that initial detection distance by 7 times to around 1 meter and 15 centimeters to announce the category of the product. And using an audio cue, we can then guide the user to around 65 centimeters away, so still over 4 times the typical scanning distance of QR, at which point we can announce the exact product information and allow the user to access all the relevant information for the product using the device's accessibility features for voiceover, larger fonts and contrast, etc. And this is then delivered in a very structured way. Imagine how important that is for someone looking for, say, allergen information, safety warnings, opening or usage instructions. It really is a game changer. To clarify again, this is one single AQR printed on pack with dual uses. You can scan it as normal with your device's camera or QR code reader and be taken to the brand's destination webpage. So far, so QR. But as a blind or partially sighted user, using an existing app like Microsoft's Seeing AI app featuring our Zappar SDK, you can scan the same AQR and be guided to the product from a distance and receive all the product information you need structured in a way that's easy to navigate and understand. Beyond Microsoft Seeing AI, we are also working on integrations with Envision AI and Be My Eyes. These 3 apps have been leading the way for years in developing solutions to assist the blind and partially sighted communities around the world, and we are absolutely delighted to be working with them to integrate AQRs for product packaging into their systems.